My name is Threa Roberts and today I want to talk about the blessings of trauma. Now that might sound really weird, blessings from trauma, but if you have come from child abuse, if you are a child who grew up in neglect and poverty, where there was a lack of food, a lack of love, a lack of nurturing, a lack of warmth, a lack of care, then when you become an adult, you appreciate these things so much more. So I myself came from abuse. I came from a house where there wasn't food going around. I was constantly starving to the point where I was obsessed with food. We got a dinner ticket, me and my sister, we got a dinner ticket because our mum, she was on benefits. And every single day I couldn't even concentrate on my classes in the morning because I was so hungry. I was constantly thinking about what I was going to have for lunch that day. So yeah, I was obsessed with food. How I'm not humongous, I don't know, because I love food and I appreciate it all the time. But the point in this story is because I didn't have food, it made me and still makes me appreciate it more. So now, even to this day, I savour the flavour and the taste of food. If I get a takeaway, it's like the best treat in the world. It doesn't matter how many takeaways I've had since I was a young child, I still love it. It's like the biggest treat in the world. The food tastes amazing, it smells amazing. I love all the different flavours and different varieties, and honestly, I just love food so much now. Still love it. I love it to this day. The same with growing up with we didn't have like a shower, and we weren't even allowed to wash often. I mean, we did wash, I'm sure it was like once a week, but well, most kids wash like once a week, but we weren't allowed to wash at any other point. We didn't have a toothbrush. We didn't get to change our underwear or anything growing up. We never got fresh bed sheets. Nowadays, now that I'm an adult and I'm in control of all of that, I have a toothbrush. It's amazing my teeth weren't ruined because I never got to brush my teeth. That would have been a treat as a youngster. I never got to brush my teeth, and the only thing that saved my teeth was the fact that we didn't get food, so like as in sweet treats or sugar or anything. So there was hardly any sugar or drinks or juice or anything destroying my teeth. That's what saved them from being completely, non-existent or rotten away. So thank God there was no sweet treats back then, because we didn't get to brush our teeth, me and my sister. What else? There was no heating. I was constantly freezing, and then we'd come home, me and my sister, from a long hard day at school, and our mother wouldn't even bother to be home. We'd just stand outside with our blazers on in the freezing cold, chittering away, and then when she eventually did come home hours later, we'd go inside and there was no heating on. There was no warmth, there was no food. And so nowadays, and clean running water and showers, I love these things so much. I love my fresh bed sheets. I remember being a child and peeing the bed and being too scared to tell my mum because she was very violent. My mum suffered mental health issues, and she was very, very violent towards me and my sister growing up. So I was terrified to tell my mum that I peed the bed. And because we grew up in neglect, mum didn't even bother to check the bed. So I just lay in these dirty, soiled sheets for months. So now when I can change my own bed sheets and the freshness of that, I just love it. All of these things are just treats to me. Warmth and food and fresh clean sheets and a running shower water. Now, people who grew up with that as a given, it was just normal to them, they're never going to feel the same joy that I feel from the simple things in life. That's where the blessings come from. If you've come from neglect and poverty, you appreciate the little things so much more, and it makes my adult life so much more rich and meaningful. So there is actually blessings from coming from abuse.